Good morning, everybody. Just waiting for it to load. Good morning, everybody. My name is Bobbie Richardson. I have a YouTube video channel called Bobbie Richardson, my name, Bobbie, The Messenger, and a website called codestoanewreality.com. Wow, so exciting today. I've had these, it's like a changeover of guides recently with this new feminine energy that's coming to me, and these new guides that are helping a lot more fun and presenting these coincidences that are just in my face, and it's so cool to be working with them as I say goodbye to some of the other guides that I used to have. I do have a couple of messages from last week. I'll read them out, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about these coincidences that happened. They were kind of mind-boggling. It was really interesting, to say the least. So let's get into some of these channel messages anyway. This is all about stepping into our authentic truth. So this was channeled on the 16th of September, a little while back now. Stepping into your authentic truth means you are happy with all that you are in every moment, whether you fall or you thrive. It is the you accept without any judgment on yourself or on others. That you accept all in your reality, internal and external, as the point of reference to guide you in the moment, as something dignified, something curious, something to learn and to teach from. That all you encounter on your path is a never-ending story reflecting your true authentic truth. One would feel this way when one knows and trusts themselves enough to act appropriately for the moment at hand. Whether that's standing up for oneself or walking away, listening or learning or guiding and telling thy truth, to speak with authority and no guilt or fear, anger or remorse. To be able to walk away from whatever circumstance you've been in, feeling good about yourself, no matter what that outcome is. So I know in the past I have absolutely been in situations where I've spoken something that I felt was my truth, could feel, because I'm empathic, that other people didn't like what I spoke, felt terrible that I even said it, walked away feeling really low. Then they feel that, and then they just treat me with the disrespect that I've treated myself. But stepping into your authentic self is more, you say your truth and you back yourself. You back yourself 100%, so that when you walk away with your head held high and you do not have any remorse about what you've said to anybody, they feel that, and that there's a certain amount of respect that comes from that. So the next message that I got, I'm reading these ones out because they were actually channeled a little while ago, and I just want to get them out. 20th of September. The more I clear my own issues, this is more from my higher self, the more I clear my own issues, the easier it is to get along with those who live in completely different storylines, opposing much of what I have learnt. This acceptance that I'm finding with family members and other people isn't something that is connected by our outside world truths and our perceptions of what our outside world is, but rather our hearts and our love for one another. There is always something we can find in common, and so the story of unity to unify with that other person can still keep evolving, even if we are going in different directions because of the outside world, and our beliefs and stuff like that. Every decision we make will give us a certain outcome, and we need to remember one person's soul's journey could be that they reach a certain point of, or or experience, and then they need to leave this vibration. So one could never judge that the journey that they take isn't something that oneness wanted to experience through them. The only people I do find I will step away from are those that are so self-centered that they belittle any other story that they have other than their own, that they come across other than their own. Then I just walk away. Our whole existence here on earth, reaching higher vibrations, is moving towards creating our stories with less and less friction and more acceptance, which leaves reactions at the doorsteps of fear and welcomes happiness as we dive into the unknown together. Then no authority can use or oppose our stories against one another. No authority can use our opposing stories, against one another, separating us to be herded into war and anger for their own agendas. So yeah, that was a really good one on the 20th of September. And then on the 21st is my last one, and then I'm going to tell you about this really cool coincidence. What is your authentic self? It is whatever you choose to be at any given moment. But don't truly become it until you match up with how you feel about yourself and what your actions show to be on the outside world of your perception. So what I'm saying there is that, or what they're channeling through me was, your authentic self is what you choose to be. But it's not until what you choose to be inside yourself matches your outside actions, because many people will portray themselves to be certain people, but inside they're not really that person, or they feel a certain person inside, and they fall into the program of pretending that there's somebody else on the outside. But being your authentic self is matching those two and trusting that you are guided for your own higher self to become even more. Remembering that everyone brings out different aspects of yourself as you meet with them, because this is at the core of your union, what you are collectively creating together. Just like two circles conjoining together, you're that little bit in the middle that creates that union. So your authentic self can still can alter and shift with the people that you meet, because maybe I join with one person and we have a union here where we collaborate, and then I join with another person here and it's a totally different belief pattern. So it brings out that difference in you of who you are. So each person might bring out something different, but it's still you being authentically truthful to yourself. Yeah. It doesn't, however, mean that you are always nice, but that you accept all of your actions, because you have taken the reins to what you choose to be at all times. The strength of that love and acceptance no one can take from you, because it comes from you. This is stepping into your authentic self. Yeah, so really, they're really piling on. Become authentic at the moment. Live who you truly are from the inside, and also show that on the outside to everybody that you step into. Now, you're going to probably find that you can do that with certain people, and then with other people you kind of put on this pretend hat and you're not going to be your authentic self anymore. But what they're asking me, or they're saying to me, is to just be who you feel you need to be in front of absolutely everybody, and stand behind self-support that to the degree where you don't have to put on these pretend hats anymore. And you can walk away. If they don't agree with you, or if they don't want to have anything to do with that anymore, then you know then that that's not a vibrational match. And you can walk away from that with your head held high. Yeah, so that's really cool. Hey, Stephen. Hey, Colinted. Good to see you guys. I haven't got my glasses on, so I'm trying to read people's names. Okay, I'm going to tell you this really interesting story that's just happened to me with these new guides that have come in, and they love directing me in ways that are just whoa. So Yeah, let me get back into that story in my head. This is this was pretty cool. I tripped up over one of those Indian guru type people on a video, and honestly, I don't usually watch that sort of thing, but I don't know, maybe the guys were pushing me to watch it, and so I turned it on, and it was about this thing. He was talking about this thing called Ojas, Ojas, and he was talking about it was like a car that needed lubricating. You can't run a car without that lubrication. It will just completely stop within 10-15 minutes, or not even. So you need this he called it lubrication, and it's called Ojas, and it's like lubricates your cells and it creates this life force within you. And so I'm listening to it and just kind of taking it in and going, oh yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty interesting, or see where it leads, whatever. Then the very next day, I'm sitting there going, oh, what do I want to create? I want to create a nice home. I want to create a home where I have a garden and stuff like that, a beautiful place to live. And I mean, I'm living in a nice place, but it's not my own home. So I'm sitting there thinking about this and thought, I know what I'll do. I'm going to go on Netflix and watch, one of those home decorating shows to get myself in the vibrational match and all that sort of stuff. So I clicked on this random Netflix program, and the very first person that came on to show his house was this guy that was really into creating from a shed, just one huge shed, this like a loft bedroom, and everything down below was just cars, because he wanted to surround himself with the passion that he loves, that he wanted. And I thought, that's really cool. He's following his desires and his passions and all that sort of stuff. And the crazy thing was, his name was Ojas, was Ojas. I was like, hang on a sec. The guru that I just saw the day before was talking about cars. This guy has cars that he was passionately following. I click on both. It's just crazy. It's like your jaw just drops when those sort of things happen. So I found this meditation, and I'll put the link on here. And the meditation is the Ojas meditation. And as I'm listening to it, my mind is just going, what? Because everything that I've been taught by my guides the last couple of months about becoming more authentic, making the right choices for yourself, seeing yourself as this beautiful, the most glorious person that you could ever be, and seeing yourself choose to become that. That's what this Ojas meditation was all about. Everything that they had taught me was this Ojas meditation. So I'm like, okay, this is cool. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next, I don't know, until I don't feel like it. I'm going to be doing that meditation every morning. So that was so fun and so cool. I had to share that, and I will put the link to the Ojas meditation in this, because I don't usually meditate that much unless I have like really cool loud music on. But this was really cool. It's like tying up all those loose ends of everything that they've taught me, and really getting me into the vibration of becoming more authentically me, to my higher vibration. Really cool. So I'll leave it at that. Bye.